Hello ladies, and welcome to my video. Today in this video I'm gonna be talking about how I knew I was pregnant. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to keep up with all of my videos that I got coming. So let's get right into it. How I knew I was pregnant. I got a journal that I kept up with every one of my trimesters every week. So let's get right into it. So how I knew I was pregnant, I didn't know. So I found out that I was pregnant at 4 weeks. In just a previous update, I was on birth control for like 6 years. And at one point in time, my doctor, because I wasn't having cycles, so my doctor did tell me to take a break from my birth control pills so that my body could get regulated with having my cycles. And I asked her, would it be safe, you know, because I was having unprotected sex. So she was like, yeah, you should be fine with you taking birth control pills. You know, your body is used to those pills, so you wouldn't get pregnant right away. So I actually was like, okay, cool. So I stopped taking my birth control pills. My last cycle was actually on December 24th. And you know, when you do get pregnant, that's how they go about your due date. They go by your last menstrual cycle. So that was my last menstrual cycle. I didn't have any symptoms or anything like knowing that I was pregnant. So fast forward, I ended up going on a trip. Still didn't know I was pregnant. I was drinking, partying. Still didn't know I was pregnant. So one thing I can say is my breast was tender. But I felt like that had something to do with me having withdrawals from my birth control. And I did have a little spotting. And that could have been, like, I thought it was, you know, me not taking my birth control pills, me trying to just, you know, my body just trying to get back to normal. I even called my doctor and let my doctor know. My doctor was like, oh, that's normal. You just, your body's just trying to get back to normal. So, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. So, my period, I actually kept an app, a Flow app. And if you don't have that app, that is a great app. I kept a Flow app to keep track of my period, so I knew when it came, because I wasn't having any, so I had to, you know, be prepared. So I actually kept a chart. Then I'm like, okay, it's time for my period, and it never came. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just late or whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. So how I really knew I was pregnant is my vivid dreams. I had a dream that I or somebody was just taking a pregnancy test and I saw pregnant. And I'm like, let me just take a pregnancy test. Like, let me just be for sure. So I got a pregnancy test. I got a digital one and I got the one that say, you know, negative and then positive. So I took a pregnancy test and the first one had 2 lines. I'm like, I was naive. I'm like, no, this can't be right. So the next day I actually bought I did the digital one and it came out pregnant and it said 4 weeks. And I'm like, wow, like I was so shocked. I didn't tell nobody. Like, I was just so shocked. So I actually went to the doctor to confirm my pregnancy. They told me that I was 4 weeks pregnant. Still couldn't believe it. Now that I'm 20 weeks pregnant, like, I still can't believe, like, I'm actually pregnant. So that was just, like, how I knew I was pregnant. Like, I didn't have any signs. I didn't have any symptoms or anything like that. Like, I just really had that dream. And that dream is really, like, what gave me confirmation that I was pregnant. Like, I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know how I was going to tell my family, my boyfriend. I didn't know anything. Like, I was just so scared. But I'm like, you know, if this really, like, I have to find out for real, because it was just so scary for me, because it was an unplanned pregnancy. I wasn't supposed to get pregnant, and you know, it just wasn't really a good time. Like, you know, I had everything planned out, when I wanted to get pregnant, how I wanted to get pregnant, but it just wasn't a good time. So that is how I found out I was pregnant. Y'all make sure y'all comment below y'all due dates, you know, and just keep up with my videos.